if you can't really tell, I'm already kind of nervous to talk about this episode because it does focus on a heavy subject that I like. I'm glad Precure went over it, but I don't know how I'm gonna be able to handle this honestly, because I will say it's very likely I will get very emotional when talking about this episode. Because I'll just straight up say it. This episode, if you haven't caught up yet, episode 44 deals with losing your pet. So if you're not ready to listen to this episode, or watch the episode, or you're not ready, you're not ready to hear about stuff disgusting about pet loss, I highly recommend skipping this stream. It's going to get emotional. And yeah, the reason why I pushed this back was because I explained it last time, but I was more eepier than normal, and so I did want to give it the proper going over it properly. And I'm nervous myself, honestly, to talk about this episode, because it hits very hard for me. Not because I've lost a pet, but oh no, I'm already getting close to tearing up. But basically, I do have a pet. It's a family pet that's getting really that's getting older, and she's going to be for a second I thought she was 16 already, but she's currently 15 years old, which is still close to how old the pet in question is. So yeah, it's gonna get emotional, okay? And I don't like talking about pet death in general, because it's very anything related to animals passing away. It's very hard for me to watch. I get too emotional easily over it. So this is gonna be it's gonna be a difficult one to get through. But yeah, that's kind of why I was debating if I should skip this episode altogether. But at the same time, I really did like how they addressed it, because it is it is a very important episode, and I feel bad having to skip over it, but it's hard for me to go over this because of how sensitive the subject is, and how much I'm almost in that exact position. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll do my best. It's gonna get emotional. Just keep that in mind. This will get emotional. I'll try to get through it the best I can. So bear with me, alright? Okay. But yeah. Also, before I... Oh god. Before I start, let me say hi to everybody! I'm gonna go based on the participants list! Hi Adrian, hi Bryant, hi Caleb, hi Conver, hi Derek, hi Marshall, hi Maizuden, hi Nimby, hi Nix, hi Nonaman, hi Onyx, hi Quixie, hi Ren, hi Richard, hi Shama, hi Wilbin, welcome! Okay. Hi Lord Penguin, welcome! Okay. Okay, this is going to be... If you cry, I'll cry alongside you. There's probably gonna be crying. I'm gonna like. I don't think. Aside from the honestly, aside from the members stream, when I watched the episode, because I really couldn't hold back when I was watching the episode. I don't think I've ever cried on stream before, so this might be a little bit of a different side that you might see. Because yeah, this is gonna get pretty emotional. Okay. Also, wait. I didn't think of this, but since I announced it, let me just put a pinned message. Just in case, because I know this. I don't know if anyone who's gonna be coming in I don't want anyone coming in who might be dealing with something similar, not being in the loop and then yeah. Okay, yeah, because I don't want anyone coming in and then not realizing what the episode is actually about, because it is quite a sensitive topic. Also, hi Joe, hi Xavier, welcome. Yeah, I was just explaining, and I just put a disclaimer because this episode, I will straight up say away. It does talk about pet loss, and more specifically, pet loss in the sense when your pet lives a long, happy life. But yeah. So, and I get extremely emotional when it comes to just animal death in general. So please bear with me. This is gonna be tricky to get through for me because I'm in almost a similar situation-ish. So yeah. Okay. Let's get into the episode. Okay, so the episode it starts out pretty cute. We have Komugi and Iroha just walking next to each other. They're walking home from school, I believe. Or wait, are they on the way to school, or I can't remember if they were on the way to school or if they were. Oh yeah, they were on the way to school. They were on the way to school, and they end up seeing Otsuru, which is one of the old ladies that we've seen, like the old lady trio. We've seen them before, and I was surprised that this episode was gonna focus on them, or at least, I mean, it did technically. Oh wait, this is from the last episode. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, Otsuru, and she has a pet dog named Fuku. And Fuku is quite old. It turns out she's actually, it's going to be 18 years since Fuku and Fuku started living with Otsuru, and Fuku was living with her when she was a little puppy, a little baby. And And yeah, she's usually like in the stroller because she can't really walk too well because Fuku is old as well. And they're actually on the way to the Idaha's the family vet. Like Idaha's mom is a veterinarian, and so they're going to go see for a checkup. Yeah. And like Idaha's a little bit concerned, so she asks Otsuru if there's something wrong, and that's when Otsuru explains that Fuku is quite old, like basically like 18 in dog years. 18 in dog years is basically like almost 90 in human years, so it's quite a lot. It is quite a lot. Like she's a very old lady, and Idaha's quite shocked at that it's been so long. And Komugi is just kind of like not fully grasping the situation, but still, she ends up like petting. I think she was petting Fuku. She's petting Fuku, and also she's happy that they're going to be stopping by as well. Look at you. Also, I will say, funny enough, they don't go over like they mention how old Fuku is, but they don't exactly explain the fact that Komugi and Yuki are like 4 years in dog years, and well, they're 4 years in human years as a dog and cat respectively, but that does not actually match the age they should be. But it's okay. I digress. We all digress over that. we just don't think about that. But yeah. And so Idaha then proposes that they should celebrate Fuku's 18th birthday. Well, I say birthday, but I mean it's close enough to her birthday, since they don't know her actual birthday. Hi Richard, welcome! I mean, they may not age like regular dogs. That's true. It's possible. I don't know, but it's we're just ignoring that fact, because like technically, if I remember right, Komugi and Yuki were found when they were like there was like three to 4 years ago. So like they were like babies, and they were both a puppy and a kitten at the time, if I'm not mistaken. And now they're like approximately 4 as a dog and as a cat respectively. So it's and they're, so technically the age doesn't really match when they're in human form, but it's okay. It's fine. And meanwhile, during all of this, we see Nico staring in the sky. She's watching. I think Komugi was less than a year before the start of the show. Hi, Lightning, welcome! Yeah, I think so too. But that's still, like, if it's... Like, apparently the wiki says that they're both Yuki and Komugi as a cat and a dog respectively, they are 4 years old. Yuki is definitely older, yeah. They haven't talked about the ethical question of owning a sentient pet, so I can slide. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I can slide for that. Yeah, I mean, nobody was really surprised. Like, nobody was really in that much of a shock. They just, like, they were surprised at first, but they kind of just accepted it. So I guess it's not a big deal, really. It's okay. Yeah, Nico is watching. And little did I know how ominous it, like, Nico just watching Fuku was going to be. Oh, little did I know. Hi, Renegade Joe! Hi, it's welcome! Especially Maya's mom, she didn't mind at all. Yeah, she did not mind at all. And we just see Fuku. Oh, Fuku. Fuku's so cute on top of that. So, oh, hi, Kevin, welcome! But yeah. So, back at school. Once they get to school, Iroha tells the rest of the group about the celebration. And that's when Satoru's trying to calculate how old Fuku is approximately. And they get to the conclusion that Fuku is 88 years old. If she's 18 in human years, she's like 88 in dog years, approximately. So it is quite old, and everyone's surprised at how old she really is. Hi, Alex, welcome! Also, for anyone who just joined, please make sure to read the disclaimer that I pinned, because this episode will get heavy as we go further into it. So yeah. And so, and Iroha actually remembers when she was small. Like Fuku was around even when she was small, when she was younger. So it shows how long Fuku has been around for, because Fuku was probably around Komugi's age at that point, you know. Yeah. Iroha has played a lot with. She's played a lot with Fuku. So Iroha is obviously very attached to Fuku. Because of how often they used to play. And so everyone agrees that they'll help out with the celebration. And that's when Iroha thinks of wanting to. Iroha wants to give a present to Fuku, and they can't really think. They're trying to come up with ideas, and Mayu suggests, like making a blanket. And I realized, I'm not gonna say, but I realized something about this that I didn't notice earlier, because I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna say it, but I'll probably point it out as we get further in. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I think it does happen. Okay, I'll get to that in a bit. Hi, Star Warrior Robbie, welcome! This episode was pretty sad. It is very sad. But yeah, so they all agree with making a blanket for Fuku. And so they end up going to Otsuru's house to visit. And I think they're setting up. They decide to like set up for the party and make decorations and stuff. And look, Otsuda greets her alongside Fuku. It's so cute. She just has Fuku. She just has Fuku in her arms. And so they're all making these little decorations to celebrate Fuku's birthday. I remember I lost my first guinea pig. Yeah, technically, I myself haven't like lost a pet of mine yet, but I'm dangerously close to having that experience in most likely the next few years. So yeah, that's why this episode hits hard for me. Like, I know it's gonna be coming soon, but I just don't know when, and I don't want to think about it. But yeah. But anyways, going back to the episode. Oh, but also, Rising Dragon Soul, I am sorry about the fact that you lost your guinea pig. I lost a cat 2 years ago, so this episode hit really hard. Oh no. I'm sorry, Lightning. I lost so many pets over the years. The only pet that didn't die was my frog, who I had to let go free into the wild. I'm sorry about that, Star Warrior Robbie. The closer it was approaching for me, the more often it came to mind too. Yeah, and it's something I don't like thinking about, honestly. And this episode just reminds me a lot about it. Because technically it's like... my cat is like... the family cat, like, that I, like, grew up with. Like, I basically grew up with... for a good part of my life. Like I oh dear, I don't know if I want to talk about it right now, but like we got her when she was a kitten, so yeah, now she's 15. Like, I know it's gonna be coming soon, and like soon. I just don't know like how much longer she has. But it's really hard to think about, especially given how this episode talks about it. And we'll get to that. Like, we'll get to that when it actually like gets to it. But yeah. Oh boy. I'm trying not to I'm trying to be strong, like not to cry. It's really hard. Hi, Shiny Pikachu, welcome! Gunville says good evening. Hi, Gunville, welcome! Our family has lost cats, but not because they died. They just went out to the street one day and never came back. Oh, that's sad too. That's just as sad. Like, losing a pet that never comes... like, that just wanders off and never comes back. I lost one of my favorite dogs back in the day when I was in high school. His name was Max. He was our guard dog. I'm sorry, Marshall. I've never had a pet before. It's okay, Renegade Angel. But still, like... it's... even if you haven't lost a... like, even if you haven't had a pet, it's still, like... it's, like, a very... like, like, even whether it's a pet or it's, like, a loved one, it's still hard. I think I'm just gonna look and probably skip stream this time. It's okay, Renegade Angel. I remember losing my pet bird when I was a kid. I saw him fly I saw him fly out the window. He refused to come back, so we let him choose. Oh, I'm sorry, Caleb. Rabbits, dogs, cat, fish. But those are irrelevant since they don't last very long. I mean, I still think like every pet, like, you know, it still matters in a way. Even if they don't last, like, even if they don't live like as long. you know, if you care for them a lot, it still matters. Because I remember there's this one quote that really stuck with me. I forgot where I learned it from, but basically, an animal, like a pet might be a part of your life, but to the pet, you're their whole life. And I thought, like that, like ever since I learned that, it just like it really like it, you know, it does make a lot of sense with how true it is. Because, you know, like the pets, you know, your pet, like even if it's a pet that doesn't have, like that's an animal that doesn't have like as long as a life expectancy as like a cat or a dog, you know, they still like they may only be a part of your life for a little bit, but you're essentially like you're their entire life, you know. I'm just glad we at least said goodbye before he flew completely away. That's good at least. I may cry this stream and sitting deep. It is. This is why, like, it's a very sensitive topic. Like I was really crying a lot during the episode. Losing my pet chicken hit me the hardest because of the betrayal from my family. What? I'm not gonna read the rest of that. I'm so sorry, Star Warrior Robbie. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I was drinking. That's why my model looked funny. But yeah, I'm so sorry about that, Star Warrior Robbie. Okay. Let's get back. Let's get back to the episode, shall we? Okay. So they're making decorations for Fuku's party, and Okame and Oshika, the other two ladies. Oh, bye, Shiny Pikachu! Thank you for stopping by! Yeah. Okame and Oshika, like, thank Iroha for coming up with the idea of the celebration. And everyone's really grateful for Fuku, too. And so, while Otsuru is checking on Fuku, Iroha notices a photo, an interesting photo of a young girl, and it's an old photo of a young girl with a different dog. And it turns out that young girl was Otsuru when she was younger. When she was around Iroha's age, and she had her another dog. It was Otsuru's very first dog, and her first dog's name was Suzu, and they were really close. But of course, like they were really close, but unfortunately, Suzu ended up passing away while Otsuru was in high school, and at that point, Otsuru said that she'd never get a dog again. Like, she never wanted to get a pet again because of how hard it was to deal with. Like, she didn't want to go through that grief again. Like, even though I haven't personally experienced it yet, like, that's a fear. That's a fear that I've had too. Cause like I am really scared of losing a pet. Like it never really crossed my mind until my family pets started getting older. But it's still a terrifying thought. And you don't want to have to go through that grief a second time. But then, many years later, while Otsuru and her friends were helping out at a like an animal shelter event. I'm guessing I don't know if it's an animal shelter event, but it was like an event with a lot of dogs. It was a very relatable thing for me. My families were off getting a pet after the cat passed away. Yeah. That's exactly the choice I made too. As much as I wanted a new cat, I just can't do it right now. And that's okay. That's completely understandable. If you can't, like, if you're not emotionally ready, it's fine. It's completely fine. Yeah. Nothing scares me more than losing my dog. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they were volunteering at an event, like with other dogs, and Otsuru ended up noticing. Well, not Otsuru, but Okame ended up noticing this little puppy that was afraid. This poor little puppy was afraid and alone. And yeah. And the puppy, it turned around. The puppy turned around and it looked at the three ladies. It was Fuku. And upon seeing Fuku for the very first time, Otsuru realized that, like, it was just like the love that she had for Suzu at the time. And so she decided that she was going to adopt Fuku. And she gave her the name Fuku. Obviously. Yeah, we can see like her reminiscing of when she had Suzu with her. It's such a sweet moment. It really is just like, even though the flashback was very brief, it's still very sweet. It's really cute. And Fuku even walked up towards Otsuru, which even like further solidified that it felt like fate. It felt like they were meant to be together. And Otsuru ended up adopting Fuku. And ever since having Fuku, Otsuru has been a lot happier. It's such a sweet moment. Oh. It really is such a sweet moment here. With Otsuru and Fuku. Yeah. And so, they end up continuing on the different stuff to me, like the different stuff for the celebration, and they even make something that was so cute. They made they ended up making a little, like, they're doing all sorts of preparations, and they made a little, like, invitation cards, and Komugi put her paw, like, on the thing, like her paw print, and it's so cute. It's like a little stamp. But yeah. It really is. It really is. It's a cute little thing. And like, I just noticed, I think I can't really tell, but I don't know what the little blobs are. I thought they were dogs for a second, but I don't think they are. But it's fine. But yeah. So, Komugi and Iroha are making the invitations, and they prepare the food as well. Like, they're preparing a lot for this. It's really cute how they're preparing so much for Fuku's birthday. It's so sweet. Yeah, and also we have a little bit of a silly moment here, where we see Komugi, like Komugi going crazy with mixing some. I don't know what it's supposed to. I don't know what they're cooking, but she's going crazy with stirring. Yeah. And so, yeah, it's a little chaotic time. Look at that passion. She's cooking something good, probably. Yeah. You're doing well. Yeah, but I know the hardest part is to come soon. I'm not looking forward to it. Hi, Joshua, welcome! Yeah. Then we see Torame. And he just finds this gigantic egg. Like, it's the biggest Galgalon egg we've seen so far. And it really makes you think, what could possibly be in that egg? Only time will tell. And so, everyone comes over, I guess to prepare even more for the celebration. But something is a little bit off. This time around, Otsuru doesn't have Fuku in her arms. And Iroha ends up asking if something's wrong, and that's when Otsuru says that Fuku hasn't really had the strength to get up. So it's starting to get a little bit worrying now. And so they go and see Fuku. And you can tell she's not doing too well, but she's hanging in there. She's hanging in there. Like, it's definitely a contrast from what we saw earlier. And so, yeah, this is the part. Like from here on out, it's gonna be hard to talk about like specifically Fuku when we get to it, and like I'm gonna be mentioning Fuku a lot, and you'll understand why. But please bear with me. We're getting to the harder part of the episode. So. Otsudu ends up like asking Komugi to talk to Fuku, and so Komugi talks to Fuku, and Otsudu isn't aware that Komugi is actually a dog, so she can actually know what Fuku is saying and stuff. Yeah, and we get a closer look at Fuku, and she's really, you can tell she's a lot more frail now. But yeah, she's really not doing too well. So, where were we? Okay. So, of course, now of all times, Todame ends up summoning the Galgaon, and that's when everyone notices the Galgaon's presence. And of course, it couldn't be worse timing, honestly. It could not be worse timing. And so, even though it's awful timing, everyone like comes up with a slight white lie about having to leave because they forgot something, and so they all just go, and Otsudu is confused by them leaving, but she just agrees. Like, she goes along with it, and then it starts to rain, and Fuku isn't doing too well. Fuku gets worse. Fuku's condition gets a lot worse. That's the one when the episode starts to hit. Same here. It got a lot worse. And so Otsudu knows that she has to make it to the vet as soon as possible. So at the battle, they end up going to the spot where they all felt the Galgaon's presence, and it seems like it's eerily quiet on the road. All the animals are scared. All the animals are nowhere to be seen. So it's definitely something terrifying. And as it turns out, the gal gown, of all things, is a T-Rex. It's a T-Rex. And yeah, this is, I will say, this is something I did not expect. I did not expect that. But then again, when you think about it, the Nico Garden is a home to extinct animal species as well. I was definitely not expecting an actual dinosaur. Me neither. Me neither. But I guess it does technically make sense. I guess it does include dinosaurs too. Because dinosaurs are technically... I mean, I know they're not quite animals, but they're not like... I guess they could qualify as animals in a way, you know? Because they're like... I mean, they're like prehistoric animals in a way. Ancestors to animals? Yeah, pretty much. So, like, I guess it makes sense that they would be there. Also, the metal anklets means that the T-Rex has no weakness. Wait, what? Really? Wait, how? Hi, Doppeltonic, welcome! Anyone who loses a pet, just know the pain that you feel is the love you had for that animal. The love is stronger than the pain, especially with time. The good memories are a treasure you get to keep. Yeah, that is true. I'm so bummed that they had to use such a cool animal on such a heavy episode. Yeah, but like I feel like there was a reason for it, and we'll see in a bit. When a T-Rex falls, it can't get up because its arms are tiny. Oh, that's true. That's true. So you can't. Yeah. It was a moment in a sad episode where one goes from teary-eyed to starry-eyed for a brief moment. Yeah. Hi, Andy. Welcome. This episode is quite heavy. It's a quite heavy episode. If you've read the disclaimer that's pinned, you'll understand why. So, yeah. Also, hi, Sideswipe. Welcome. I've lost several pets. It does get easier. I haven't yet, but I'm scared because I've mentioned this before earlier, but I have a family pet. I have a family pet that's currently 15 years old right now. They're gonna be 16 in next June. So it's dangerously close to how old Fuku is. And I know it's gonna be coming eventually, I just don't know when. So that's why this episode hit me even harder. And also the fact that in this episode, well, what was I gonna say? I kind of forgot. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no. Don't think about the when. Just spend as much time with your pet as you can. Be happy. Yeah, and that's like, I actually do. I do it like every time I go to visit my parents now, I always make sure to take a picture. Of my cat, because I don't know when the last time it's gonna be when I get to see her. lately. Cause like the older, the every time I see her, like the less she can do. Like I can't really hold her anymore. I can't. Like the most I can do is really just pet her and take pictures. She's like pretty limited in her movement now. So that's why, like, I always make sure, like, whenever I see her, I make sure to, like, tell her that I love her and take pictures of her. I'm sorry. Yep. This is why, like, this episode, like, hit even harder for me. Honestly. Even though I haven't technically lost a pet. I need to take some time. It's okay. I think I still wanna carry on with the episode still, but I lost some family pets from my cousin's side too at his home, so I can relate. Yeah, I haven't really had anyone closest, like, as far as I can remember. The most I can think of is like my uncle at some point. Actually, two of my uncles. But like I wasn't really fully like I hadn't really met. One of them was a cat, and I think the other one was a dog. But like, to be fair, the dog, I didn't really get to see that often, and the dog never really liked me. Anyways, it would always like growl. So I never really. And it was a long time since the last time I had seen that dog too. Even though it's like, it's still sad though. But like I hadn't really had like. Sorry, my nose is stuffy now. I hadn't really had like a family pet that I was like close with that I unfortunately lost. Like this is like my cat right now is the oldest pet that there is right now in my family, I think. And I've been the closest to her. Even though it's kind of funny though, because like when she was younger she didn't really like affection, but now that she's older she really does like a lot of like attention and affection. I recall losing a few family pets myself, so I can relate. Yeah. I lived on a farm and had many dogs since over 40. You had over 40 dogs? That's a lot. Life is ups and downs. Row your boat and remember, it can always get better. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We should probably continue the episode. But yeah, like it's definitely gonna be hard for me to get through these. Like especially once the battle is over, it's gonna be very hard to get through it. Huh. If you need a minute, we'll understand. Yeah. Over time, yes. Loved every one of them. But the love carries through new experiences. It's truly amazing. Yeah. And like, I will say, like, I know I'm like I joke about Coco and stuff, but Coco, like, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost Coco, because Coco has been the most affectionate cat I've ever had, even though I haven't had that many cats. But Coco is like so sweet. He always purrs when I pick him up. He loves attention, and he's not afraid to show it. Tell Coco I said hi. I will. He's not here right now, but yeah, I really don't know what I'd do without him. Thankfully he's only 2, so I should get going before it gets too heavy for me to handle. Hopefully I'll see you on your happy side next time. It's okay, Joshua, I understand. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, okay. Let's continue. So there's the T-Rex. And of course, the Cures are like in complete shock. Like, everyone's in complete shock. They don't know how they're gonna do this. And so, and Mayu even points out that she didn't think that the Nico Garden would have dinosaurs. But technically they do. So they end up transforming. They end up transforming, and they're trying their best because the T-Rex can very well. I'm gonna leave for a few minutes to calm down my Plum by chat. It's okay, Quixie, take your time. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, if anyone does need to like take a break, because this episode is pretty heavy, and like the topic overall is pretty heavy, I completely understand. In a way, I'm kind of glad that this stream is like on its own. Like, this episode is like on its own, because you know, at least you know, like if it's just an episode that you don't really like, you're not ready to like listen to, it's completely fine. But yeah, I completely understand if you do have to like skip this, or if you need a moment. It's the first time you fight an animal that is aggressive by instinct. Yeah. On topic, were you able to rest up? I was. Yeah. Okay. Where were we? I can keep going. I'm not super emotional towards pets, but I do understand how everyone feels. That's okay. It's really hard to watch, but it's also a good episode for the kids who watch it, since it's a very real thing that might happen to them someday. Yeah, and I'm glad they went. I'm glad they actually did this, honestly. And so we see they're trying to stop the T-Rex because it could very well destroy the entire town just on its own. Yeah. And also, I just want to point out, look at Lillian's neck. Look at Lillian's neck, like, just trying to wrap around the T-Rex's mouth. Hi, Corrupted Teleporter, welcome! This is like part 2 of the of Precure talk today. I am doing the watch along later. The watch along is still happening tonight, but it's just gonna be later. But yeah, I didn't get to talk about this episode because I was fairly eepy, and I wanted to I was eepier than normal on Wednesday. So that's why we're doing it today. And also it's like a very heavy topic too, so yeah. Gonna want something a little bigger than that. I mean, it's the biggest they can really do. Just a little bit miffed. Yeah. The T-Rex. I almost read that as Trex. The Trex. T-Rex be mildly annoyed by the net. Yeah, just a little bit. But yeah. I'm back. I just need to hang out with my dogs for a bit. It's okay, don't worry. I understand. And so... where was I with this? Where was I? Oh yeah. The Galgon easily, bites through all the barriers, so there's not much point to the barriers, honestly. They're really stumped. They don't know what they can do. Hi, KB Slayer, welcome! Yeah, everyone's extremely worried about what they're gonna do. So, and Yami ends up suggesting that they head towards the mountains to lead the Galgon away. It's too strong and too relentless. Yeah. Is that a T-Rex? It is a T-Rex. And so, they make their way towards the mountains in order to lead away, lead away the Galgon. Yeah. And then we end up noticing... Oh wait, well, what did I do? We end up noticing there's Otsuru, who's rushing with Fuku in the stroller, rushing towards the hospital. But the thing is, to get to the hospital, to get to the animal hospital, the vet, she needs to go through the big road. But it's destroyed because of the T-Rex's doing, the Galgon's doing. So she genuinely doesn't know what to do. Because her, you know... And honestly, this face here is just, like, terrifying because... What are you, like... She genuinely doesn't know what to do because she's trapped and Fuku needs attention. Hi Hugo, welcome! You okay? This episode is very, like, it's a heavy topic. If you haven't read the disclaimer yet, for those who just joined, I highly recommend you do. Because this episode is very heavy. Like, it's an important kind of episode, but it's like, it deals with a heavy topic. So yeah. That's why it might sound not as cheerful as normal. Yeah. And like, this episode does hit me hard as well. Because of like my own experiences. I haven't dealt with pet loss, but I'm like, I have a pet that's like similarly aged to Fuku, which is the dog in this episode. That the dog that they focus on in this episode. What even can you do in this situation? The roads are blocked. It's not like you can fly. Definitely terrifying if this were to happen in real life. Yeah. Don't forget to breathe. Don't worry, it's gonna be okay. Yeah. So they're trying to lead. You want head pats? Thank you for the head pats. Yeah, they're trying to lead the dinosaur, the T-Rex away. But it's very tricky. As we can see. Like, we see, Wonderful trying to, like, dodge the T-Rex. But it's very hard. And poor Wonderful is running for her life. And thankfully, Friendly manages to set up a barrier to to buy Wonderful some time, which is really nice. And thankfully, she's able to save Wonderful in time before the T-Rex could do anything. So they end up, Lillian and Nyami end up summoning the Kirarin bear, which is supposed to give them a boost in strength. And also, I was really surprised by this because we actually get to see Lillian summon the Kirarin bear, which I'm really thankful for. Because we don't really get to see Lillian do that many summonings. So I'm glad she got 2 episodes where she uses the Kirarin animal. She uses the Kirarin animal ability. Well, she summons the Kirarin animal twice in a row. So yeah. So they rush towards the Galgown. And they try their best to keep it from, to stop it from, chopping down or, doing anything. But it's extremely hard. It's extremely hard. And they're not able to do it. And they both end up... being defeated. They don't de-transform, but they are on the ground, and the situation is very dire now. It's very dire. Both Lillian and Nyami are down. And the T-Rex comes towards Friendly and... Wonderful. And they're both just terrified. They don't know what to do at this point. Because, they don't know how to stop a T-Rex. How do they stop a giant dinosaur that's, one of the most dangerous? And meanwhile, Dorame is really happy that he finally gets the chance at winning the battle. However, he then sees Otsuru. Dorame ends up seeing Otsuru. And he's not quite sure what's going on. A gigantic chicken with teeth. I keep forgetting that technically dinosaurs are related to birds, so they're technically. And I think the T-Rex is related to chickens, right? It's funny to think about, honestly. But yeah. So Todame ends up seeing Otsuru. And so he goes over and asks what's wrong. And that's when Otsuru basically tells him that Fuku doesn't have much time left. So and that there's no way to get really across. And Todame, we see a bit of conflict with Todame, because he does want, because this is technically an animal in danger, like at risk of losing their life, and Todame is torn as to what to do, but as the T-Rex is about to get them, is about to get the cures. Right before disaster can strike. Todame ends up ordering the Galgown to stop. He gives up the battle in order for them to restore everything, so that Otsuru can go and bring Fuku to the hospital in time. Todame definitely earned my respect with how he acted. He put someone else's life above the mission, and he made a very selfless, mature decision. Honestly, yeah, Todame has definitely he's probably become my favorite villain, in this season at least, among the trio, because of what he did. And we can tell. You can tell that Todame, he does care a lot about animals. He just wants to, he doesn't seem as focused in the mission itself, but more so, I was gonna say something. More so, he just wants to really play. He sees a lot of it's very much implied that he sees a lot of the fights with the cures as games in a way. So yeah, he's just a little silly undomesticated taco. He pretty much is. That's literally what he is. But yeah. And then, so the cures... And also, I just want to point out how terrifying this image is here. This was right before the T-Rex was about to get to the cures. Thank goodness. Oh. He realized his way of playing is dangerous to others, yeah. Yeah, and so the cures end up purifying. They end up purifying the Galgown, and they end up it ends up becoming the Nico T-Rex, which is big. I did not expect that the Nico T-Rex to be pink. Small boy. I don't think he's small. I don't think he's small. Pink Yoshi. At least that was like a more lighthearted moment. The T-Rex, the Nico T-Rex was pink this whole time. Yeah. And so, with that out of the way, T-Rex almost looks like Barney. You like Jurassic World? I actually had Jurassic Park 3. That's the only Jurassic Park movie that I had, so that's the one. And the T-Rex wasn't even the villain in that one. It was the Spinosaurus that was the villain. That was the big bad dinosaur in that. Yeah, and they made the Spinosaurus even more threatening. So I think it had a battle with the T-Rex, if I recall. But yeah, where were we? With that, for all we know, the T-Rex could have been pink, though unlikely. Oh, they could have. They could have, although, yeah, they probably weren't naturally pink. Maybe red, or like light red. That could maybe be mistaken as pink, but who knows? Yeah. With that, Todame tells Otsuru to go ahead, since the road is fixed. And we see Todame. Despite everything, he's still upset about the battle, but you can tell that, like, he still did the right thing. They probably had feathers. They could have, yeah. I thought the raptors was a villain. The raptors are, but in Jurassic Park 3, the main big bad dinosaur is the Spinosaurus. Like, they have several encounters with the Spinosaurus. The raptors really just want their eggs back, yeah. I think that's what it was in Jurassic Park 3. Really, the Spinosaurus, I forgot why. I think it was just, like, after everybody, honestly. But yeah. And so, with that... And so, everyone's happy about how the battle, how they're all relieved that everything turned out okay. Like, that they weren't eaten. They didn't get eaten or anything. And I like this cute little moment where, like, look at Wonderful's face, it's so cute! Yeah. And that's when Wonderful ends up saying that she wants to go back and see Fuku. And then Friendy sees Otsuru, like, down on the road, rushing with Fuku. So she knows something's up. She knows something's wrong. And this part, this is the part that's gonna hit the hardest, honestly. Yeah, I didn't get to show Friendy's eyes, but yeah, she knows something's wrong. So they make it to the Inukai residence, where Inoha's mom checks up on Fuku. And after checking up on her, and everyone's waiting to see what's gonna happen. They're hoping it's gonna be good news. An awful gut feeling when you know something isn't right. Yeah. Idaha's mom she tells Otsuru that Fuku isn't gonna last. Like, probably won't last the night even. And you just see like Fuku just there. And that's why I start to cry. Me too. Me too. And Otsuru was like nervous. Like she's very worried about this, but she was bracing for it. I cried right here and I'm crying right now, yeah. And Idaha like is suddenly realizing what this all means. And Idaha is like begging her mom at this point if there's anything that she can do to like help Fuku. But her mom really can't do anything. And that's when Idaha's mom like suggests that Fuku can still at least go home to spend like her last moments, like, you know, in a familiar place. So at least they can be together. This takes me back, but it's just something you have to accept with time. Yeah. You just see them together. And so and Idaha's still like in despair. And so she ends up asking, like, she's like, wait, maybe Nico can do something. But Nico is just like, even Nico is just like, Idaha, you have to understand, you know this is like, this is what it is. And Idaha is just like, Idaha just doesn't know what to do because she doesn't want to accept this, even though there's nothing they can really do. And so they get to Otsuru's house, and there's Fuku. Like, Fuku's still there. Like, they're all just spending time with Fuku in her last moments. And then they actually go ahead and give their present, the blanket that they were thinking of making. Mayu ends up handing it over. It's so cute. It just has Fuku on it. Mayu did such a good job with it. And so yeah, they say that it's a gift for Fuku, and Otsuru is very happy with it. And then she places the blanket. She places the blanket onto Fuku. And Komagi ends up saying that Fuku says thank you. And during this whole time, Komagi is like basically translating, like basically talking as Fuku. Hi Majin and welcome. Please check the disclaimer. We're at a very heavy part of this episode, so yeah. So it turns out that this cushion was there this whole time when Fuku was a puppy. When they first got her, when Otsuno first got her. And like that's when Otsuno is like noticing how Komagi can actually understand what Fuku is saying. And Komagi ends up like relaying Fuku's messages that they were happy living together, and Otsuno like is so grateful for Fuku, and she just listens. She just listens to her, and Otsuno just breaks down. With Fuku there. And then Fuku is looking at Otsuno. And not only does she see Otsuno, but and Iroha and Komagi. But she also sees someone else. And that's Nico. She sees Nico. Or like Nico made herself visible to her. They just look at each other. And then Nico, like we see Nico in her goddess form. And Nico basically asks her final wish. And with that, Fuku, basically confirms her final wish with Nico. And I'm sorry. This part's just what? My nose is really stuffed, I'm sorry. Need something to drink. I have a drink here actually. It's just this part's so hard to get through. Basically, what ends up happening, Fuku's final wish, she actually gets the strength to stand up. And Otsu's, everyone notices this, especially Otsu. And she goes towards Otsu. One final time. And licks her tears. As a way of saying to Otsuru that she loves her very much. They'll always be together. And then Komugi, after that, after Otsuru says that she'll love Fuku forever, like forever, Komugi ends up saying that Fuku is getting sleepy. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I want to show it. But you know, I'll just put this here. I don't think I can show the others. That's it. The episode's not quite over, but we're almost there. And like on top of that, there's a rainbow that comes after. So, after everything, Otsuru thanks Iroha for everything, and for organizing like the party. Well, it was supposed to be a birthday party, but you know, things didn't really turn out that way. And you can just tell that Iroha is unable to bear it. And Otsuru ends up explaining that the name Fuku actually means happiness, which makes it even more special. And you can understand why this episode was named Lots of Happiness. Fuku did indeed bring lots of happiness to everyone around her. And Otsu basically, like, will always treasure, like, the moments that she spent with Fuku. And she tries to cheer Iroha up by telling her that, like, that she's, that her little, like, her special celebration made everyone happy. Especially Fuku. And yeah. They end up, it's pretty much the end of the episode. As Iroha looks back at the cushion where Fuku was. And I look at the sunset. And the episode pretty much ends there. That was episode 44. Hey, Pats. Thank you for the head pets. I can't relate to any pet owners since I can't afford to have a dog or cat due to my allergies, but still, I can understand from the outside and also have a loved one in the family. I lost my aunt last year in August. Hi, Richard. I'm sorry for your loss. But yeah, this was not a very happy ending. It was more bittersweet. Yeah. He did it. He got through it. It's an episode that took a very heavy topic and treated it with the maturity it deserves. If there's an episode that defines this season of Precure, it's this one. 10 out of 10. Yeah, for sure. And Boops. Hi, John. Welcome. It kind of looks funny with my model showing, like... I'm sorry, like... It looks funny with, like... when my model's looking sad because it just looks like I'm terrified. Like, I've been booped. You deserve a hug. Thank you. I don't want to trauma dump since I always say it is what it is. It's okay. This episode is kind of really... It was a really important episode. Like, probably one of the most, if not the most important episode of Wonderful Precure. If it's not, like, that's not related to plot, really. Like, regardless if it's related to plot or not. We all move forward and we do our best in our abilities to make things for the better in our lives. But what matters is that we make these moments special. Yeah. It also took two very silly and carefree characters, Komuki and Todame, and made them the most mature people in the room. Yeah. Yeah, I was really, like... I'm glad Komuki still understood, like... and Todame, they both understood the situation very well. Despite them usually being super silly. You know? Yeah. Sluggy did that so well. Honestly, struggling to get through something that you knew was going to be so emotionally hard. You really did well. Thank you. I was really debating on skipping this episode overall because I knew it'd be hard for me to go through. Like, even just thinking about the episode, like, makes me tear up at times. So, like, I really didn't know if I was gonna be able to get through it. But I did. And, like, I feel like it wouldn't be fair if I skipped an episode. Because I know this is, like, one of the most important episodes, and I feel like it wouldn't be fair if I skipped it either. It's good that we have episodes like this still coming out instead of just trying to sweep these topics under the rug. Because how will children cope without some guidance like this? Yeah. You're a bit stronger now, yeah. Honestly, you did very well and brave to talk about it. That I can respect you a lot. It takes a lot of guts. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was really, like, it's really, like, a sensitive topic because, like, I don't do well with, like, it just, like, it doesn't matter if it's real life or if it's in fiction. Like, any sort of, like, animal death is, like, hard for me. You did well, a brave soul you've become. Thank you. Do what is best for you, and we'll support you. Thank you. Do I remember the only stream happening? Yes, it's supposed to happen. Like, obviously it's gonna be delayed a little bit because I need some time to recoup. Before. I just didn't know how long it was gonna actually go for. Like, I didn't know how long it would actually take for me to get through this episode. But yeah. Okay. It takes a lot of courage to accept, yeah. Also, hi Lashonda, welcome! This is a very, like... if you're not sure what's going on, please read the disclaimer. We're talking about the latest episode of Wonderful Precure. Although it's not the latest anymore, but yeah. Hi Garrett, welcome! Sorry if I'm not... It's not my usual, like... happy way of, like... of welcoming. It's kind of hard to do that right now. Loss of a pet is very depressing. Also, always raise and take care of your pets as long as they live. Yeah. I gotta go now. Thanks for talking about it. Bye, Lightning. Thank you for stopping by. Just further emphasizes that you're a good person. That's something to be proud of for real. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry for your loss. I didn't technically lose anyone. I didn't lose any pets. But this episode that we were talking about talks about pet loss. So that's why. After the stream, you might want to hug Coco. Yeah. I might do that later. Yeah. Yeah. But it is, like... And this episode just hits harder because, like, I do have, although I haven't experienced pet loss myself, I do have a cat who's, like, close to Fuku's age. So it's very, it hits a lot. Okay. The magic of life comes not because of sad times, but in spite of them. This has helped some people grow, I bet. Good for you, magical girl. Thank you. I still have tears, so I think I'll leave too. So thank you, Plum, for it. I'll see you in a couple of days. Hey, Pat. Thank you for the head pat. Okay. I think, yeah, I need a little bit of time to recoup before the member stream. I don't know how long I'm gonna need, but yeah, it might be a little bit of time. But I still want to do it. And the membership stream might not be as long as the latest ones. But yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see who we can rate to finish off the night today. Let's see. Who is live right now? I don't really know who to rate today. Margaret? Oh, Margaret's live, yeah. Thank you for your stream. I know it wasn't easy. To go into a subject like this, but we're all very proud of you. Thank you. Maybe I'll just talk about my feelings on Discord. I know the rules. I know the rules to not talk about what we've talked about on stream. I mean, it should be okay as long to not talk about what we talked about on stream. I mean, you can always discuss what we've talked about on stream. I'm a bit confused as to what rule you're referring to, but it's okay. Another head pat? Thank you for the head pat! Christina Celesta is live? Oh! Wait, we might be raiding into, oh yeah! Margaret just started, so... Oh, whoopsie. Margaret did just start, so I think it should be okay to raid into Margaret. Yeah. Okay. I'll talk about the no trauma dumping rule. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's... I forgot, because, yeah, this episode doesn't quite really work too well with that rule. I didn't really think about that. But I mean, to be fair, I didn't expect this episode to, come along. But as long as you, don't overdo it. As long as it's, related to the episode, I feel like you can probably, I don't know. I don't know how to really go about it. Maybe it's for the best, so that... Maybe it's for the best we don't really talk about it in Discord, just because... I mean, you can talk about the episode in the Discord, but... maybe just... for everyone's sake, try not to, bring up the... I don't really know I don't really know how to go about it, honestly. High five? Thank you! Thank you for the high five. Don't talk about your bad moments. Yeah, maybe not, in detail. Because, then it could, be, kind of, trauma dumping in a way. Yeah. We'll do episode 45 another time. So then get some water, hug Coco, and chill for a bit. Yeah, I really don't know if I should do... I'm debating if I should still do the membership stream today. Because it is... sorry. It is still a little bit late. I mean, to be fair, I've started the membership streams at this time anyways. Oh god, my nose is all stuffy now. But yeah. I'll let members know what's gonna happen with the membership stream, if we're gonna do it tonight or just wait until next week, maybe. I don't know for sure yet. I'll see how I'm feeling, okay? Alright, so... if you'd feel better about it, we can always push the membership stream back and do 2 episodes next time. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so... for those who are new... when we usually read someone, we usually leave them a little message, and that message is... Miracle Twinkle Maid! I don't really know how to say that without, like, the pep in it. Okay. So... I'm sorry, my nose, like... I can't... I have to breathe through my mouth right now because I need to go blow my nose. Because of me crying earlier. Okay. So, we're gonna be reading into Margaret. So, please make sure to follow her rules. And don't forget to say hi to her for me. So, thank you everybody for coming. It was a lot of fun. And I will see you guys